Show you a simple drill that you can do anywhere that will help you turn and pivot better, improve your mobility, free up your swing, make your golf a lot easier. So I'll just demonstrate that here for you. It's simple, don't even need a golf club. You can do this at home anywhere, you don't need any room, you can do it on the range prior as a warm up to playing. Take my golf stance, gonna let my arms hang down in my setup position, and then I'm going to do some turns and pivots back and forth using my body to swing my arms. And the key is how you turn and pivot. Many golfers aren't very active in their turn and pivot on the backswing. And what I mean by that, they set up and all they do is they just turn their upper body a little bit. They don't have the mobility to turn, or they're just turning their shoulders, and they're not engaged from the ground up to turn and swing. They don't have the core strength, they don't have the core mobility, they don't have the overall mobility in the torso and the upper. Hey, Barry here. Did you watch that golf on the weekend from Hawaii? Another great weekend from the PGA Tour. Wasn't that something? I got my yellow on here to celebrate Hideki Matsuyama's great comeback win. That was just unbelievable performance. And how about that 3-wood he hit on that playoff hole? Like, everybody has that, right? A 270 feather cut 3-wood 2 feet from the hole. Simply spectacular. Big shout out too to Jim Furyk, 51-year-old. He had the first round lead, shot 62, kind of in the middle, kind of fell a little bit, but then finished with a strong 65. Really good performance from him as well on a long golf course, very impressive. And we got two different types of players there. We got Jim Furyk, Mr. Accuracy, consistent ball striker, not an overly long hitter, but very, very accurate, had a great career. And then we got the young blossoming Hideki, sheer power, classic swing, hits the ball high, far, fantastic ball striker. But the one thing is about all these players is they all turn and pivot very well. They all move and unwind and have good free swings and good pivots. And the average golfer really struggles with that. So I'm going to show you a simple practice drill here you can do. You can do this at home. You can do it as a warm-up prior to playing. It'll really help open you up, get you turning and pivoting better. And the real important thing is it's not how your swing looks, it's how your swing moves. That's the real big thing there. We see all these different patterns of motion on the PGA Tour, but the common theme all these players have is they unwind through the ball so well, and they turn and pivot through the ball so well, and they have great sequences of motion, so they have really good mobility that allows them to have effective swings. So I'm going to show you a simple drill that you can do anywhere that will help you turn and pivot better, improve your mobility, free up your swing, make your golf a lot easier. So I'll just demonstrate that here for you. You can do this at home anywhere, you don't need any room, you can do it on the range prior as a warm up to playing. Take my golf stance, gonna let my arms hang down in my setup position, and then I'm going to do some turns and pivots back and forth using my body to swing my arms. And the key is how you turn and pivot. Many golfers aren't very active in their turn and pivot on the backswing. And what I mean by that, they set up and all they do is they just turn their upper body a little bit. They don't have the mobility to turn, or they're just turning their shoulders, and they're not engaged from the ground up to turn and swing. They don't have the core strength, they don't have the core mobility, they don't have the overall mobility in the torso and the upper body. So with this drill here, I'm going to set up in my golf stance here, arms hang down. I'm going to get active with my lower body. That's very important to have a good free swing, to be active from the ground up. And to start this pivot, I'm going to have a little counter push where I lean a little bit more into my left, like that, my lead side. I have a little bit of a forward, it's that forward press action, and then push back into my trail side. And then when I get to my trail side, it's this shift, slight shift. It's not a slide, it's just a slight shift, and then I turn up from that trail foot. And I'm going to really push up from that trail leg to help with my turn and to make a good active turn. And this is what this looks like. And when I do this, shift, push, up, I'm going to extend my lead arm right out and get a good stretch here in my lats and shoulders with that lead arm. And I'm going to let the trail arm extend way, way behind me here. So then that gives me that extra stretch in that trail side there. So I'm going to get a good overall stretch in the torso when I do that. It's a fantastic movement drill. So here, again, back. I'm going to get this great stretch in the torso, get those arms swinging. And then to start down, I'm going to be active going down. So back here, I can feel the pressure in my right leg, my weight back here. So now I'm going to push from the ground up to move forward. Rather than, what does everybody do? Like this. You can't hit like a 273 wood like Hideki did just using your upper body strength. You got to use the lower body. And so many golfers will try to, generate speed and power from up here, and they're not moving properly from the ground up. And yeah, we don't have to swing hard like a tour player, but when we turn and pivot properly, you're going to generate more speed and more accuracy. So here, I got my backswing turn here to start forward. I'm pushing from the trail side over to the lead side. Now you can see this pelvis shift to lead. My weight's over here now on the lead foot, and I'm going to be turning from the lead foot. And as I do that, I'm bringing my arms together. So I've gone from this big wide position here, push onto the lead foot, hands and arms together, wham, and this free rotation all the way through. And you're going to feel this great unwinding right from the ground up and through, and your arms whipping through. So again, slowly, and then I'll do it at full speed. Back, stretch, shift, wham. And I get that good free rotation. Back, stretch, start down, and wham through with that good free rotation into that finished position. And I'm using that rotation to bring my arms right around and through, and then normal speed, back. And you really feel it. When you do this right, I'm breathing a little bit here, it's a really good active turn. You're going to feel it from the ground up. You're going to open up all the way up through your chest, your shoulders. You're going to get that good free pivot. You'll improve your swing motion. You'll improve your sequence in the golf swing on the downswing. You'll hit the ball more consistently and more solidly simply by working on turning and pivoting better rather than trying to manipulate your swing into all these little pieces and change all the parts like that. So give that a try. Barry from Hole in One Success. Keep practicing, keep having fun. Let's keep watching the golf. We're getting ready for next year. It's coming sooner than later. Bye for now.